All right, everyone. Welcome to Flippin' Fins project. Get ready. We're gonna do the drop shot rig. This rig is mostly used in Delaware for perch fishing, yellow perch fishing in the lakes, the small lakes that Delaware has. It could be used for perch fishing in some of the tidal ways too, not like where it's calmer and not too much current is there. And also I have used it once for flounder fishing, but that was with like the ghost shrimp, and I was on a sandbar, bouncing off the sandbar. I could see that flounder jump up off the bottom and grab that ghost shrimp. So anyway, let me jump into this. So this is a ½ ounce, actually a 3/4 ounce bank sinker with the swivel on top, and then I have a number 2 hook, J hook here. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna bring out about 2-3 feet of line to work with. Let me grab a swivel real quick. We'll need that. Okay, we got the swivel there. Okay. All right, so what we'll do is we'll tie that sinker on first. We're gonna make a sinker loop instead of like tying a uni knot and have to remeasure, and we'll just do a simple sinker knot at the bottom. This will be the bottom of the rig. Okay, we'll go around once and then 1, 2 on the sinker knot and pull it tight. So you grab your tag end there, and then we're going to snip off the tag end here. So that is where your sinker is going to go. We'll click through it. We won't throw it on quite yet. What I want to do is measure out for the dropper loop for the hook. So right here I have, you can see I have full 20 inches of leader here, all the way even below the hook, the sinker. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am going to come up, we'll say 8 to 10 inches. So we'll call right here. So it's all the way down there, and here we're going to go ahead and tie a dropper loop. The dropper loop should be kind of small. So the dropper loop, to review, is we're going to put your lines together just like this, and then you're going to barrel roll the top part of where your lines are together. We call this the base of the loop in the top. And then you take your fingers through and pull it like this. Then this part you're going to grab with your mouth and then pull both sides. Perfect. So now you got your dropper loop tied there, and that's where the hook's going to go. We'll go ahead and put that on first real quick. So you're going to pinch it all the way down to the base of the loop, and then you have your hook here. Pinch it tight. Sometimes the hook eyes are tight, especially when you get down to the smaller stuff for freshwater here. And then you're going to push it through, right? So we have the hook on there now, and then we're going to take that and wrap it around once and twice and pull it tight. There we go, that's the hook. Now we're going to come down and put the we'll put the sinker on. So pinch the loop again. We'll put that sinker on. The weight of the hook, the weight of the sinker, you know, if it should be around half, 3/4, somewhere in there, maybe a quarter if it's for distance and to get down to the bottom when you're casting, especially if you're sitting by the bank. So your sinker will go on like that, and then we'll go ahead and tie the swivel to the top of the rig. I'll go and uni knot that real quick. So the point of this rig is to keep your bait suspended and not right directly on the bottom. Okay, let me try and get this knot cleaned up a little bit better here, and I'll show you all the measurements. Here we go, perfect. Now that's your uni knot coming down onto the swivel, and there you go. Now you can tie the other end to your main line that goes straight to your rod. Trim that tag end off. Perfect. Okay, let's do some measurements here. Alright, so okay, so that is where my sinker is, and then my dropper loop is where the hook is, just a little bit under 15 inches. So you want to be like 10, 12, 13, 14 in there to keep it up off the bottom. So you're going to fish, you could fish night crawlers on this, you could fish minnows, you could fish some sort of cut bait of some sort, but, or heck, you could use the fish bites on that rig probably, but for freshwater fishing these ponds, minnows and night crawlers would be your main go-to baits, or bloodworms, but minnows and night crawlers would be my choice because they're not too expensive, you can catch them, or you know, something of that nature. If you have any questions about the drop shot rig, this is Project Get Ready. Thank you for joining me. Get out there and flip some fins.